Hi, it's a quick video about how to update the firmware on a DDC40x0e or 4040e controller. First thing we need to do is to make a data save to the USB stick of the controller, and to do that we log on at user level 3 and we go to the service mode and we select data save restore, and you click on save data and you let that process complete. Okay, at that juncture you remove the USB stick from the controller and you bring it to your PC and you open up the system release, the latest system release that you have, and you go to the firmware folder and you choose the firmware for your particular controller, and you take the latest version, and there are two files typically, st4k and the update file, and you copy those onto the USB stick. As you can see, I've already done that on this video to save a little bit of time. We then take the USB stick to the controller. Okay, so I've inserted the USB stick into the USB holder on the DDC controller, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to force a warm start of the controller by pressing the warm start button, which is just on the bottom of the controller here. You can just see the button in the video. When I press the button, it will make a short beep noise to acknowledge the fact that I've pressed it, at which point the controller now will go offline. Okay, it will cease processing because I'm resetting the controller. But what it's actually doing as well is it's acknowledging that there is a read of the USB stick, and it's now detected that there is a newer firmware version on that USB stick. So what we've got to do now, it will take a couple of minutes, but the controller will be now performing its firmware update. So I'm going to be quiet for the next couple of minutes, but just observe the LEDs. We're waiting for a long tone of from the controller, and for the LED, the LED here on the left will blink red to indicate that it's finished, and then it will start flashing quickly. That's the state that we're looking for. Okay, so we've had the tone. Controller's now starting up, but now because we've done a firmware update, it will be in a factory reset condition. The controller now provides us with the opportunity, during the quick blinking of the LED, it is documented that we can press the warm start button again and the controller will load the data save which is held on the USB stick. I've had some difficulty sometimes getting that to load, so what I like to do is I like to let this process complete, let the controller go through its complete firmware update, and then I will instigate a new warm start, and during the new warm start the LED will again return to this situation, and at that juncture I press the warm start button again, and I find that that's more successful on loading the data save. So we're going to wait for this to complete and then we'll just repeat the process. Ring. Okay, so what we can do now is load the backup file from the controller. We instigate a warm start. We wait for the LED to blink quickly. And we then press the warm start button again. Okay, and now the controller is operational when you hear that tone. If you don't get it first time, just try it again on the warm start and pressing the button, and wait until you get that tone you've just heard, and that will mean it's been completed successfully. Completely restored, and we have our operational data back as we expected it.